On the rules of conduct for staff, teaching notes. A teacher shall prepare relevant and adequate teaching notes for his or her work in advance. So that is a portion that as teachers we should prepare our notes in advance. A day or two before, even during the weekends, supposed to prepare everything for the week. Then I'll send them to school the following day, so Monday, for vetting before we start using them. So that when there are mistakes or any corrections can be made before we start using them. So that is the code. I'm not saying it. Number two, it shall be the responsibility of the head of the institution to see to it that this is done. Yes. So the head of the institution, your head mistress or head teacher, to see to it that, so colleagues, let's be mindful that it is our duty to ask our teachers to prepare their lesson notes. So there shouldn't be an excuse for not preparing your lesson notes. Is important. It's a must. Just stipulated in the code. So they must prepare them and prepare them in advance. Then the next one, exercise. A teacher shall set adequate amounts of written and practical exercises and give homework in all subjects that he or she teaches. So let's set enough exercises. So preferable even after each lesson, give the students something to do, some exercise to do, and then you mark them. And then at the end of the day, you give them homework, so they don't go home with nothing, and they won't be roaming about. Give them something to engage them in the house, and that will make them to learn. A teacher shall mark and evaluate all written or practical exercises promptly and carefully. So after giving them the exercise, when they bring them, we shouldn't keep them on our desk in our staff common room. Let's mark them and give and do the corrections with them. That will guide them and help them. That is stated in the code. So we should mark them promptly. So don't keep them for days, for weeks on our table and evaluate them. Let's mark, evaluate, and give corrections. Number three, a teacher shall set, mark, and manage his or her own end of term examination or examinations. Yes. End of term, first term, second term, third term, whatever it is, or first semester, second, we should set our own end of term questions. Mark them. No one. We shouldn't rely on external exam bodies. External exam bodies will not help the student. Let's set on our own. We handle them from day one to the last day. We shouldn't allow outsiders who doesn't know the school, who doesn't teach the student to handle them, doesn't even know our scheme of work, what we are doing. We have been trained to do that. Let's do that. You can set and give it to them to print for you, but don't allow them to set their own questions for you. The code is in that. It is unacceptable and unprofessional. Now, number four, a teacher shall not make derogatory remarks in the exercise books of the child. So after marking the exercises, the homework, do not make bad comments on the child. It is not acceptable. It is unprofessional. Don't write bad comments. Write encouraging, motivational remarks, and that will keep the child wanting to learn, have interest in his or her education. So let's try to mold them the best way we can, but not to frighten them and drive them away from school by means of our remarks, our comments. That is too much insulting and too much demeaning to their characters and to their image. We should desist from that as teachers. Now, the next point, number 5. V. A teacher shall not, under any circumstance, make a pupil or student copy exercises stroke notes on the chalk or whiteboard while he or she is present or absent. It is a duty. That is the sole responsibility of the teacher. Yes. So we have been trained to do that. That is our work. That's what we have been paid for. The students are not teachers. They are not professionals. Shouldn't allow them to write on the board. We shouldn't allow them to even copy exercises on the board for their colleagues to write. Let's do that by ourselves. Whether we are around, we shouldn't allow them to do that. Maybe they think that you are around, so when they are writing, they make mistake. You guys. No. Generally, when they are even writing, you are not there. Go and sit at the staff common room. No. Even when you are absent, you don't do that. You keep them when you come. You write them on the board for explain to them. So at this point, I will pause here, then come back for the next class. Thank you very much, and I hope to meet you again. Thank you.